Welcome back. This is your host, Noura Almasri, and this is Echoes of Impact with Noura. If you're loving what you are watching, do not miss a moment of Echoes of Impact or any of our or of your favorite Now Media TV shows, live or on demand, anytime, anywhere. Download the free Now Media TV app on Roku or iOS and enjoy instant access to our full lineup of bilingual programming in both English and Spanish. If you prefer to listen on the go, catch the podcast version of the show right on the Now Media TV website at www.nowmedia.tv. From business and breaking news to lifestyle, culture, and everything in between. Now Media TV is streaming 24/7, ready whenever you are. So, you've heard what Julie was talking about kindness and infrastructure. I want to move into a new topic right now, talking about seeing like someone who's offering a service or an advice for free versus someone who is charging for it. You might mistakenly think, oh, that's not kind to charge for something. Oh, why is this person is doing this for free? I want to do it like because I want to be doing good for the in the world. I want to do it because I am kind. I am nice. Maybe your ego is saying that if you do this thing, then you're going to be labeled as kind. Ask yourself this question. Why do you do something sometimes for free or offer new advice or whatever? Like, are you trying to be labeled as kind? Do you want people to mark you as a nice person? And maybe you're giving away things that you may or you can charge for? Or let's look from the other side. When you see someone, coach, maybe a coach or maybe a consultant who are offering something, but they are charging for their advice, they're charging for their services, and you may think of, oh, how dare they charge for their services, how dare they can't just let me know what should I do without charging me, without charging for a consultation. So you be honest, and you don't have to tell me, be honest with yourself. Don't you sometimes think about that? I see this often when working with nonprofits. And yeah, nonprofits are great and like they are very important for the society. They are very important for emergency response. They're very important for a lot of other things. To helping people, to help the government and things that the government won't be good in doing. So they are important. But what I see in the mindsets and a lot of nonprofit leaders, they want everything for free. Oh, we are a nonprofit. Can we get this for free? Can we get a great discount for this? I want you to understand one thing. Being a nonprofit does not mean you should get things for free. And I would be concerned if what you are getting everything for free. Now, free is good sometimes, but not always. Because sometimes you cannot get the value unless you pay for it. You cannot keep a good staff member unless you give the value to them. You provide what they need. You really appreciate them. How can you get the same service or the same value if you're just not paying for it? So being a nonprofit, as I see it, is a business. I haven't seen any successful nonprofit who did not treat their nonprofit as a business. Anyone who's just catching free stuff, they are not successful, unfortunately. There is a cap for their success if they were successful. I want you to put a new lens. something that to show you the truth. You have to invest time, invest money, invest services, invest something. You have to give before you can get. And this is a universal law. You cannot really get something without giving first. And I understand when you start a nonprofit, you think, oh, okay, this is my participation. But how do you want to participate? Do you want to have a quality participation, or do you want to give just the participation regardless of how does it look? I'm not saying you have to be perfect. I am saying you have to have a lens of I want to always improve, I want to always do better, I want to always really provide the value I should provide and make it better every single time. If you're not improving, then you are going down. There is nothing that you are still. Like you either improve or you go down. So it's all start with your mindsets. Are you always looking for free or are you willing to invest? Which one do you want to get first? Like which come first? Like does it the chicken comes first or the egg, right? Like which one first? And let me take you back. Like, I will share the story of when I started my business. I registered and then I had the intention of joining a coaching program. And I was listening, I was watching on YouTube and listening to the coach talking about like what she does and how she helps tax professional. And in my mind, I was thinking, okay, I will join her program. And I know I'm going to get a lot of benefits from her, but I still didn't make any money in my business. So I'm gonna wait until I make some money, then I will join her program. I remember at that time, she made an offer. She made a great discount, I think 50% or something. And I was talking to myself, like all going on in my brain, saying, well, maybe I'll join now. I'm gonna take advantage of this offer. So I grabbed my credit card at that time, my personal credit card, and I paid for the program. And until this time, until this day, I am grateful for the decision I made at that time. It was the best first decision made in my business because I made that investment in March. Then I studied the program. And of course, like I kept going back to the program for a few years after, and I still go to the principles until today. But at that time, on April, so a month later, I got my first two bookkeeping clients. So my first two clients who were recurring. So every month I was paid from this two clients. And if it wasn't for that coaching program, if it wasn't for the decision, I would probably had to wait longer in order to get the first paying client. Or maybe I would have like give up and like how do I get clients during COVID with no office? And I have to try to bring people to know my services online, trust me, and be able to trust me on their financials, bookkeeping, or taxes. Like, this is very intimate information I have to get access to. How can I get access to this information? For me, as a first time business owner who has a business online and I'm trying to get new clients, new leads. How can I get that without the information I was able to learn from my first coaching program, the first coach I joined? I am to this point, to this time, to this day, grateful that I made that decision There was a lot of information I got online without paying, but it wasn't until I joined and I paid for that program when I got the confidence to really go and tell the people about my business and start getting clients. So I want you to think, what's holding you back from investing in that one thing that will change your life? What is that one thing? And go ahead and start and pay for it. When you pay attention. And this is true. When you pay attention. So go ahead and pay for that one thing you know it's going to change your life. And stop judging people who charge for their services. Because if you don't pay for those services, you will not make sure you take the action. You will not make sure that you won't lose the opportunity of getting your money worth what you did. So don't underestimate making this investment and go ahead and make it. This is your host, Noura Almasri. We'll be right back.